Hello, Internet. So yes, to look at my ZZZ account on my Series X, um, which is linked to PC and mobile, because I could never figure out how to get it on my PlayStation, linked to the other stuff. But yeah, um, so not as much. I guess I should also start and say that this is a free-to-play account. Like I've spent 0 on this, so just like looking through what I've got here. So in 2.0. I jumped over here, made this account, um, and then, pulled from Miyabi, got Miyabi. I did not get Izuha. I lost that 50-50, and I didn't have a lot of polychromes left to pull for Ishwan. So, but then the first 50-50 I had, I did lose. I lost this. I lost my first Miyabi to Nekomata, but then because it was guaranteed, I got the next one because we had a bunch of polychromes for 2.0. And then I lost Alice to Rina, which is why I've got Rina. But then I did win Yanagi, so I won my 50-50 on Yanagi on both accounts, which was quite fortunate. And then this account, so my other account, I didn't know what I was doing when I started playing. So this one I've like basically been able to build based on like my other account, going through and playing, and then realizing, oh, Anomaly is where it's at. Because my first account, because the game gives you like what, an attacker, a stunner, and support with cunning hairs. You get Billy, Ambi, Nicole at the beginning. So I was always thinking, oh, okay, Billy, Ambi, Nicole, and then I hadn't looked at any videos online on the game, and then I saw like all this stuff. People like there's just like a ton of like there's a ton of really good resources out there. But yeah, I was like, oh, apparently Anomaly is a thing. But this is like the full roster of all the characters I've got. It's not too built, or not too I can't think of the word, but yeah, compared to my PlayStation account, which I'll show in the next video, I tried to like compare this one with my other account, because it's like this is like me spending nothing, and then my other account will be like me trying to get to where I'm spending nothing. I'm currently not. I'm only getting like the battle pass and the whatchamacallit, the daily login thing on my PS5. Like sometimes I'll get monochrome, but like not a lot. Also, I have the game muted, so I can talk over it. So I might turn that on. Whatever. But basically, where we're at. So I've got 1800 polychrome here, right? And then trigger is like a really good stunner. And I did say, this is my anomaly account, blah blah blah. But we have, because I'm on 50-50, and I usually lose. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me just, go for trigger. And then like if I get her, cool. If not, I'll just save up for the next that rupture support that we have in 2.3 coming. So that's the plan. And then, just save until each one again, because it's like, there's probably not going to be a better rupture agent, I imagine, than each one. But that being said, like this account is like, I'm basically trying to build it to where I can clear Shiyu, and then like after I can clear Shiyu, which isn't as bad as Deadly Assault, then I'll try to like start building towards Deadly Assault teams. I'll show that after this real quick, but let's just go ahead and let me turn the music, let me turn the audio on so we can get that this sweet pull song here. All right, so I'm gonna pull for trigger here, and then I will also say on my channel I guess before I do this real quick, so I did catch up to the story on this account. So I'm at, where is the most recent patch? Yeah, Season 2, Chapter 3 I've not done, but I've done Chapter 2. So on this account, I'm always going to be behind on the story, and I'm going to replay it like right before the next one to have like a quick refresher. So it's going to be like my refresher account. And I was going to like try to do story recaps, but I'm just going to do like story replays and like, just be like more more focused on getting through the story when I'm playing them. I did kind of mess up on chapter 2 at the beginning because like there's a part where you need to like do something towards the end of the story, and I kind of went back and did some open world stuff because the game has a lot of off ramps when it onboards you in 2.0, but that's whatever. They haven't done Seed's agent story. I haven't done this, and then there's a bunch of the agent stories I haven't done. So I'm basically saving these for Polychrome when a support character comes around again that I like, Astra or Yuzuha. So like once, like, cause I'm not out of Polychrome currently on this account, but it's like I'm kind of running low on like Hollow Zero resources. I'm like halfway there, but yeah, basically I've played up to Kaleda, so Lycon and Forward I have not done on this account, and then also and then also I made that playlist of like just agent stories, so that's also on the channel. Yeah, so basically there's that, and then like I said, on Hollow Zero, where's it at? Is it this one? No, this one. Yeah, I've only got, what, 80, 162, oh yeah, I've only got 160 Polychrome, which is 1 pull worth left in Hollow Zero. And then Withered Domain I've got, oh, let me meet the game again, derp. Withered Domain I've got, I guess I'll check real quick. So I've got 1 pull's worth in Hollow Zero if I just grind out the rest of the ranks. Withered Domain, it's also not that much, I think, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, yeah. So that's, you know, 2 pulls right there from the rest of the leveling up in Hollow Zero. But I've still got like a bunch in the, where's it at? I always forget which button it is. This. Okay, so halfway there in Withered Domain, a bit over half in like normal Hollow Zero for the Polychrome. So there's still like a decent chunk here. I just haven't grinded, so it's like like I said, I'm saving it for when like Yuzuha or Astra's around the corner, because I don't want to like, you know, grind it all now and like burn through it when I'm pulling for a off-field stun that's not as... I mean, Trigger's awesome, but it's like, you know, I'd rather have the support characters. So once I have the support characters, you know, we're good. If I had Yuzuha, it'd be even better, but I lost a 50-50, like I said. So not like 1,000 or not like 100% the plan, because I didn't have the Polychrome to, you know, pull for Yuzuha. So because I didn't have any, like, you know, I didn't have like any DPS characters. So I was like, okay, well, I got to clear this content. So it's like Yuzuha's great, but if I have nobody to, you know, benefit from her Yuzuha's buffs, then it's like, you know. And then on Shiyu, so currently 5 out of 7 is like the best I've done. I would like to get 6 or 7, but like I feel like it's doable. I just need to get, I don't know, it's rough, man. Without the battle pass, it's like I feel it on this account, man. But it's like it's doable. Like I'll get to 7 eventually. It's just taking time. And then Deadly Assault, I've only gotten 3 is like the most I've gotten. I guess I currently have 2, so you know, it is what it is. But without the battle pass, it is quite ouch. Like, you know, like when you don't have like all these resources on the bottom row, like you do start to feel it. But then, like, the reason I wanted to play like a zero spin account is just to see, like, you know, could you still make significant progress or clear content if you weren't spending any money at all, and just like having that be the like the big thing as far as like, you know, not just like, you know, like, okay, maybe you have like a low spend account, but it's like, no, this is like a zero spend account, like $0 I went into this account. So just wanted to prove that point, because I really like this game, and I do like tend to gush about it to everybody I talk about it with. So, but I was like, well, is it free to play friendly, or is it kind of a grind, or like how bad is it? Then like to where's it at? As far as is it title? Yeah, so 71. So it's a bit over 2 months. I will also say that like even though I made this account, I was not playing on it substantially until like the end of that month when the 2.0 bonuses were going away. And then I like, I started like making more progress. And it took like a while to catch up in the story. It was fun to replay the story again, dude. And like I'm enjoying replaying the Agent episodes again as well. Um, but yeah, definitely playing through the story, replaying it. I will say that like it is like just that aspect of it. Like you don't need to spend anything for that. Like it's you can just enjoy the story for what it is without spending anything. It's just like the in game, and then like agents that you want to be able to like use whenever. Like that's the stuff that costs. But like just being able to like enjoy all this stuff here is like you get all this for nothing. And like it got really good that last chapter. With Defiler and stuff, so that was really awesome. And then like you can just play, or just like if you have someone that like wants to play, just tell them to like to play up to like 1.4, 1.5, the part with Miyabi. That's just like man, like because I feel like once we get to like the epilogues, it kind of got or didn't get just like I didn't really enjoy the epilogues, and then I'm not a fan of Hugo, so but I did enjoy Vivian, so I feel like it's kind of hit or miss on the epilogues. But then we also got the Astro Yao bonus episode, which is a fun time, and like 2.0 is kind of a slow burn. Okay, yeah, 2.0 is a slow burn. Like there's a lot of stuff going on as far as like the game systems that they introduce. So you've been playing the game, and then like they're like, oh, here's this Limian Hollow area. You can just go in and do whatever open world stuff. And there's like a bunch of tutorials and stuff, and it's just kind of like I said, there's a lot of off ramps there, but once you get through it, it's like okay, cool. And then I will say I'm enjoying like season. Okay, not to get too into the whole like I'm kind of like off course here as far as like this was just supposed to be like a pool for Trigger and blah blah blah. I'm talking about the account, but I can't help talk about the game because I love it. But I thought like chapter 2 in season 2 like really mirrored the if you go back to season 1, I believe it's chapter 2 as well, or more like chapter 1. Yeah, because chapter 2 is Bellabog, I think. Yeah, chapter 2 is Bellabog. It's more like chapter 1 that like chapter 2 in season 2 mirrors, because you have the whole Cunning Hares adventure that you start with, and like the train, and the mayor and Sarah, and then like Nekomata gets adopted to the Cunning Hares. I thought that like season 2 is like a good mirror of that, where we've got Spook Shack, and you've got Alice and Yuzuha, and they kind of come together as a team. But then, if you played Final Fantasy XIV, like one of the reasons I like this game is that they do a good job of they will recycle, or not recycle. They will like basically have the cast return like when stuff's happening. Like if something like serious is going down and like you see Opal Squad there, it's like oh like they showed up here, right? So it's like you've got factions. That's the other thing I like about this game is like you've got the factions. They make it work, and so like they didn't just abandon them and be like, oh, we're just gonna use them once. I mean, you could say that they kind of like do bench them, but like there's a lot going on and they show up in the events, so it's not like they are always oh, something's happening, and Section 6 is always on the case, because otherwise they'd be too short-handed for like whatever they're doing when they're not helping the proxy and stuff. But yeah, I really like this game, so let me pull for Trigger here, and then if I get her here, like either way, this is a 50-50, so it's like I don't know if I'm going to actually get this because I still have like 28 searches, right? But it's like if it's down to 18, I'm just going to save for the next support unit. So that's why I'm doing this, because I'm like, well, Trigger's really good, but then it's like, I have, like, having a Rupture support with no Rupture agents doesn't really make sense. But then I've had Trigger on this account, it would be quite good, especially since we have, like, Electric Weak bosses. And And I don't think. Oh yeah, I've got Yanagi. So Yanagi, Trigger, Nicole. That's a good combination. That's like one Shiyu node, right? And then we've got. Yeah, and then I have like Sukaku. Oh, I guess I didn't really go through my roster too much. I just like showed who was there. But basically, so physical. I need a support. So whatever. I mean, Nicole, you could say is a universal support, so she could just like plug in with like two of these characters, and we're good to go with like Alice and Piper specifically, because the anomaly, like I said, like I'm focused on anomaly on this count. And then we've got the ice team, Miyabi, Sukaku, and Lycon. Ether's gonna be a problem, so it's like whenever each one shows up again, dude, I'm like, because I have her on my other account, and I mean the other thing, but like the other thing about my other account is that I guess I'll show that when I do this same video on the other account is like the mindscapes on that compared to this one, because my Miyabi on this one is it's like not even close, right? Like she's mindscape 0. I don't have the engine, and it's more of a challenge, and I can like feel the lack of mindscapes, but it's still like it's still a fun time and it's still doable. So it's just another challenge to get past. Fire, I needed. I guess I'm going to wait for Bernice's rerun. Evelyn's right around the corner, but like I said, there's a support in this next banner after the one that we're on, so I'm not going to dump any more polychrome into this. And then electric, we've got Yanagi. So it's like that was the other thing with anomaly was that you only need having two is good, having two is great, having one just works, right? And then if you got one for each element, which I don't have Vivian, but we'll get there when we get there. That gives you the flexibility on the Shiyu nodes. It's like whatever the elemental weakness is, you can just work around it. And then Deadly Assault's a different story, like I said. So I kind of focus this attack on. I'm sorry, not this attack, this account on like Shiyu and getting through Shiyu. And then like Deadly Assault, I've gotten 3 stars, so I can just build from those teams that I'm using now. But I just, like I said, I've only had the account for 71 days, so a bit over 2 months. But I've gotten, with the exception of Piper and Lucy, I've gotten all the characters I'm using to F rank. I would have got Pulchra to F rank, but once Trigger was on the banner, I was like, okay, let me just stop building Trigger, because I would slot in Trigger over Pulchra on a team if I needed to, unless they were resistant to electricity, and I'll come back to Pulchra eventually, or I guess after this banner, right? Because like win or lose is 50-50. I'm on. We'll see. But then also, because on my last account, or I'm sorry, on my PS5 account, like which I'll show, like I built a bunch of characters I don't really use, and like I had that knowledge as well as like, oh, I should have just like not put anything into them. And I was also able to like put like very little into the cunning hairs to get through the first part where you got to get your inner knot rep leveled up. So Billy has like nothing. Ambi's on what, C? I mean, I ranked up Nicole because she's like one of the best supports, so yeah. And then I got Anton and Seth and didn't really do anything with them, so. Yeah. I will also say though, like they did say that they made the inner knot leveling more streamlined, and I would say they've done it, because I'm basically 54. And then I'll get here eventually. It took me a long time to get to 60 on my other account, but it's like 60's within sight here, so I don't know which one it is as far as like the daily. There's a daily thing you can do with your batteries. I think it's routine cleanup. I could be wrong, but one of these you get experience from if you do it every day. So it's like you can get there even faster. It's just not a priority for me, so I haven't messed with it, because I know I'm going to get there over time, and I just want to focus on other stuff. Oh, also Battle Tower. So, yeah, and like this account, I spent nothing. I got to, 4 or 15 gold. I guess I could do some Battle Tower on this video after this, but, I've got this. Okay, I don't have the sound off, but like I have my headset plugged into my laptop so I can do commentary here. So I'd be playing without the sound on, but you know, wouldn't be the first time. All right, let's pull for trigger. Hope we get her, and if not, then I'm that much closer to the rupture support lady. Oh, I guess I've got another. Oh, I don't need. I've got 10. I don't need to add on top. Gosh, I should have like logged how long it took to get the 1600 polychrome. But like I said, I've been grinding it out in Hollow Zero. Like when I needed to put my head down, I just went to Hollow Zero and just grinded and grinded and grinded and got there. So I haven't hit up the arcade too much. Man, my other account though, my other account, I'm hurting if I don't have polychrome because I basically have I have exhausted all resources. This one, I'm like not so much. Like the arcade, I haven't really messed with. And then Hollow Zero, like I said, is like halfway empty, but it's not fully empty. So that's like those are like the main sources for me, because that's like what I like to do when I'm low on polychrome and I need it. All right, let's turn the music on or the sound here and see if we get trigger, if we get 50-50 loss, or if we get nothing, because that happens too. Oh, I guess I should also say, like, the reason I was like maybe gonna like skip trigger is because supposedly she's like really good with her engine, but like without the engine. I mean, I have her on my other account, but I was using her like it didn't. She still seemed good without the engine, but yeah, I didn't get it, so I guess we're saving for Seth.
Nice to meet you.
Yay. We're all saved. Seth's here. But yeah, I guess I'll save this for the rupture support. Because basically anomaly team is 2 anomaly units with the support. So it's like every element that has one, and then Yuzuha, right? Like Yuzuha for the teams that you want to like boost the most. Or just like if it's the Shiyu node, you know, you've got one that's going to have Yuzuha, one that's not going to have Yuzuha, and then just, you know, Sakaku, Nicole, and Lucy. But now I just focus on leveling up those characters and upgrading them. And then this is the breaks. Sometimes you don't get the thing you're wanting to get, like I didn't get it here. I was going to play a bunch of Agent episodes on stream to like keep going with that, but I think I'll give it I mean, not today. I don't know. I'll get around to it eventually, but I want to make progress up to where... Well, no. We've got the support unit, like I said, so... I will eventually play through a bunch of these episodes I'm, like, not played through. Just I don't know when. And I've got, like, 11 left or something, I want to say. Oh, apparently my Sith is already, Mindscape 6.
Bear witness.
I'm at...
Hey, got a new...
A mission? Take me along.
Guess I didn't get a thing for that.
If you need help, call me anytime.
So yeah, I guess I'll save up for the next support. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, that's right. Let me count them, because I think I have like 10. Because I was gonna do like 5 and 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's 11. So 5 and 6. I would like to get through these though, like half and half. Well, 5 and 6 isn't half and half, but you know what I'm saying. I think I'd do like 5 and then 6, because like the ones after this one are really good. Or they just get better over time, really. Because when I started playing, Haramasa was out, so I played through his first. It was like kind of tragic, kind of sad. But then you had like Silver Ambi's kind of tragic, kind of sad. Trigger's kind of tragic, kind of sad. And it's like, dude, all the ones I played like after I started playing, because I didn't go back and replay the old ones for a minute. I was like, these are all sad. What the F game? It doesn't really have that vibe it gives off as being sad. But then I went back and played the other ones finally, eventually, and I was like, okay, it's not too crazy. I mean, you play Soldier 11s because it's part of the story, so. But yeah. Let's see. So Lycon, Rena, Shingi, Bernice, and Ellen. Those are probably in the first batch. Or wait, was that 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. I'll play the first 6 then, because Sliders is actually really good. That is just cool. And the rest of these are like good, they're just kind of a bummer, except for Chifufu's, which is a fun little time. But it also takes a turn, so whatever. But yeah. Seeds is also kind of bummer too, but not gonna say too much if I haven't played it, so yeah, that was that. So that's the account. Currently not with Trigger because we didn't get her here, but now that I didn't, I am on 18 until I'm guaranteed an S rank. So that's cool. I guess I have like one search until I get like A rank or higher. That might trigger it if I could get. Oh, dude, let me see something. Let me try to do this. Because I've got. I mean, I probably shouldn't because I did say I just would go for the whatchamacallit, right? I did say that. You didn't say that, Gross. Oh, wait, did that give me. Okay, cool. So. Because it'll be like S or I'm sorry, A or higher, there's a chance it's going to be an S rank here if I do these 3 pulls singularly. And I kind of would rather have her because it's like I said, like even if I wait for the Rupture Agent at support, it's like who knows when we're getting Ishwan again. And then also I feel like there's going to be like an abundance possibly of like Rupture Agents this season. And it's like I know I won't have the Polychrome, but then like knowing if I pull for the support unit that the oh, I can't show the thing. But basically in the bottom right, you can see Ambi and Nicole have like a higher chance to drop here, right? So I imagine Monato is going to be in there. So it's like, you know, I'd get Monato, I get a support that would buff him. But then it's like, because they're not anomaly, right? It's kind of functioning more like a normal team. So I would probably need a stunner anyway. So there's that, since they're not Rupture Anomaly, if that's even a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go for it here. Let's do it. Might as well record in real time. YOLO. Oh, I will say also I did skip seeds. So. Not that I didn't like the character or like the way she plays. I was just like, eh. An attack that buffs, or yeah, an attacker that buffs attack. It's an interesting concept. But I'm like, I don't know, man. See, the other thing is I'm trying to force this 50-50 so that if I lose the 50-50, I know that the next character I pull is guaranteed. So it's going to be kind of... I mean, it's not going to be as bad because I'm so low on the pull amount now for the support unit. Like, I can still have a bunch of Polychrome going in. I already got another Nicole, but I didn't need that. Anywho. But yeah. So 10 away from an A rank, 16 from guaranteed. That's not bad. I guess I'll mute the game again. That's not bad going into the next banner, or not the next banner, but 2.3? Going into 2.3? 1 second. Yeah, 2.0, 2.1, 2.2. So 2.3. Because, what is it? Orphe Magus drops, as we can see, in a day. So, exactly 24 hours from now. So, I'll be pulling for her on my other account, but not on this one. So, well, I'm trying to get Orphe and Evelyn on my other account, but I've got a bunch of tapes saved up, so we'll see that on my other account when I do this video. Yeah. So I'll do that next, I guess. Give a look of where I'm at. But before I go, let me go back to did I get the Polychrome? Oh, I didn't. Whatever. Let me go back to Shi real quick. Show where I'm at, where I'm stuck. This is currently where I am. But yeah, man, it's like I just hit a wall here. So 65 electric week. And then I mean, my Lucy's not leveled up all the way, and Piper's not, or she's not to F. Lucy and Piper both not to F on their core skills. So I still got ways to go with them, but they're all level 60, so there's that. So yeah, Piper, Lucy, not all the way there on core skills. And like disk drives and engine. Nicole's isn't even 60, and then yeah, I'm also like not, I'm not, I don't have fully leveled engines and disks right now. Like most everybody, if I'm not mistaken. So getting there. I guess I can go back to leveling up Piper, or I'm sorry, Fulker, now that we know that we're not getting trigger. Let's slot in there. But yeah. I would give a demo, but it's like I think I'm good enough on time on the video here. Yeah. And then it says I had 3 on Deadly Assault, right? Because okay, yeah, it says highest recorded is 3. So I don't know who I used here, but I got it 1 star with somebody, some team. And then I was wanting to get 3 with this team here, but I just couldn't. So I mean, I probably can, but then I think I used those characters for this one, at least one of them, and then so I wouldn't be able to get to 4. So, but then like yeah, Pompey's back to being my bane of existence in this mode because it took me forever to get over Pompey on my other account to get 3 stars. So now I'm back to the struggle. But yeah. Anyway, that's just look at my account, where I'm at here. My 0 spend 360, that is, or not 360. Series X account. It's linked to PC and mobile, so. See, that's the other thing about, like, since it's linked to PC and mobile, I keep getting, like, offers on my phone of, like, play points and stuff, and, like, blah, 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 but I'm like, oh, I could use them on Zenless, but then it's like, dude, it's gotta, I would, but then it's not a 0 spend account anymore, isn't it? But yeah, that is it for now. Like I said, when this thingy here gets to the end of the season, like a couple days left, I'll replay the story mode that I'm in, or not replay, but I'll play through the story that it's chapter it's on the current patch, which would be me replaying because I already played it. And I guess I'll go and start playing these Asian episodes so I can have the polychrome saved up for the support unit that's coming in. If I lose a 50-50, maybe I'll have enough to... okay, I won't actually, because that's a lot of polychrome to like get like 80-something pulls or something. So it's like, here's hoping I with the 50-50. If not, you know, I'll just be a long time to save up for the next supports that I need. But yeah, that is it for now. So until you see or hear from me again, I guess I'm gonna sign off here. I don't need to log out. But yeah, that's it for now. So until you see or hear from me again, I'm now signing off. You should check out Zone Zero. It's awesome, and you gotta spend any money to enjoy it. Later, everybody.